Hi there, my name is Tom from OnWebChange. In this video I want to demonstrate some of the more powerful content selection features of OnWebChange. So let's log in and get started. Okay, so here's our landing page. Let's move straight on and create a new tracker. I'm going to use the World Health Organization news page to demonstrate these features. So paste that in, click load content. And here we go. Okay, so here are our news articles loaded. Okay, so let's say we want to track just the first item here. That's simple. We click it. We click the test button. Perfect. There we go. If we want to track the second item, well, we click that. There we go. On a page like this, what you might want to do though is track the text of all of these news items, and you might want to filter for particular keywords. So there's probably a couple of ways we can do it on this page. We might try to find a container which encapsulates all of this content. So there we go. Let's try that. So now we can see that green box is encapsulating all of our news articles. Now if we click the test content button, there we go, it's grabbed everything as one large amount of text. It's also grabbed, as we can see, these page numbers at the bottom. So we wouldn't want to receive notifications if there's a change in the page numbers. We only care about this content that's on this first page. So we might try to find another way to track these items. There we go, that's good. So if we try to select this box, we then get the date. This one's a news release, this is a statement. So we're getting the item type and the headline text. So let's test what we get there. Okay, there's the date, there's the item type, or article type, and there is the actual text itself, title text. But we're only getting the first one. We could do that for the second one. Test live content. There we go. But to get all of them, we need to perhaps dive into the text into this CSS selector here. Now if we go to the end of it, here's the clue. We're getting this colon symbol, and this EQ1 is telling OnWebChange, get me the, well, not the 0th one, but the first one, which is actually the second one, and it's confusing. So if we change that to 0, it gets that one. If we change it to a 1, it's getting that one. And if we change it to a 2, a 2. Oh yeah, I didn't do it right. There we go. Well, you get the idea. We change it to a 2 there. So on and so forth. We can also use first and last if we wanted to. Which is now selected the last one on the page. But if we get rid of it all together, it will select all of them, which is great. So with one simple selector, we've got exactly the text we're interested in, all of the news article information on that page. Now, as we've selected multiple items, now what happens, let's see what happens when we click the test content button. Okay, good. OnWebChange has recognised that there's multiple items, and it will now combine all that text together using this vertical bar or pipe symbol, as it's called. Let's see how that looks. We've got the date here, we've got the type, and we've got the text title. And if we move on, there we go. We've got this pipe character to separate the items. That's good. And the reason we combine all that text together is so that if we want to maybe filter for particular words, we can do it against the whole text, not just individual articles. So it's much more powerful, much more useful like this. Okay, that's good. So that's tracking our articles. But what if we want to also track another part of the page? What else could we want to track here? I'm not sure, there's not much else. So let's just choose, let's say we want to track this search in news text. So to do that, we can click the select additional part of the page. We get a new box. We can then click the search and use. Click the test content button. There we go. We've now got the 11 items, all of our news items, and if we go to the end of that box, to search and use. Great. So we can select a single item, we can select multiple items, and we can select, if you like, multiple items of the same type within the page, sorts of lists of things. So I hope that has given you a really good idea of how you can use this content selection system to track exactly the parts of the page that you're interested in, and try to avoid parts of the page that you don't care about when they get changed. Is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, so there are more things you can do here in this CSS selector. I'm not going to cover them now in this video, but I have created a blog post which I'll put in the comments section of this video. So there we go. I hope that helps, and thank you for listening. Keep an eye out for more videos that might help you get the most out of OnWebChange. Until then, thank you very much and goodbye.